Hello students, today we will read chapter number 16, digestion and the absorption. The first thing is, what is digestion? Digestion is the chemical process by which complex food substances are converted into the simple substances by the mechanical or the biochemical means. Mechanical means, for example, by the teeth, and biochemical means by the different enzymes. So our digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and its glands. The first part of the alimentary canal is the mouth. Mouth opens into the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity has the different types of the teeth which helps in the grinding and the crushing of the food. It also contains the tongue which helps in the swallowing of the food. After the mouth we have the esophagus. Esophagus is also known as the food pipe. The food moves into the esophagus through the peristalsis movement. Food pipe leads into the stomach is the part of the alimentary canal in which protein digestion occurs. It contains cells like the chief cells or the peptic cells which secrete the enzyme pepsinogen, which upon action of the HCl converts into the pepsin. This pepsin enzyme converts the proteins into the smaller substances. Stomach contains like HCl, which converts the pepsinogen into the pepsin and protects the us from the germs. The dental formula of the humans is the 2123 by the 2123. After that we have the transfer section of the alimentary canal. The canal consists of the four layers: serosa, muscularis, submucosa and the mucosa. Serosa is made up of the epithelium and it is the outermost layer. It provides the protection. Muscularis layers is the second layer and it contains the smooth muscles which is responsible for the peristalsis movement. The third layer is the submucosa. It contains the blood vessels and the nerves which helps in the regulation of the activity of alimentary canal. The innermost layer of the mucosa contains many glands in the different parts of the body. For example, in the small intestine, mucosa is modified into the villi, which increases the surface area and helps in the absorption of the food. Villi and the lymph vessels are the two modifications which helps in the absorption of the food. After the stomach we have the small intestine. The first part of the small intestine is known as the duodenum. The duodenum receives the secretion from the liver as well as from the pancreas. Liver secretes the bile juice which is stored in the gallbladder, and the pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice. This is the diagram which shows the connection between these three parts. In the mouth, starch is converted into the maltose by the action of the salivary amylase. Protein, peptones and the proteases, upon the action of the trypsin or the chymotrypsin present in the pancreatic juice, converted into the dipeptides, while polysaccharide with the action of the amylase converts into the disaccharides. Fats, upon the action of the lipase, converts into the diglyceride, and upon the further action of the lipase it converts into the monoglycerides. Nucleic acids by the action of the nucleases converts into the nucleotides, which further convert into the nucleosides. Dipeptides is by the action of the dipeptidase is converted into the amino acid. Maltose by the action of the maltase converts into the glucose and the glucose. Lactose by the action of the lactase converts into the glucose, and sucrose into the glucose and the fructose. By this way, complex substances are converted into the simpler substances. In the large intestine, no digestion occurs, only the absorption of the food, minerals and certain drugs occur. Food is absorbed through the villi and it is transported to the different parts of the body. Most of the digestion occurs in the small intestine, but something like drugs are also absorbed in the mouth, while water, simple sugar and the alcohol is absorbed in the stomach also. There are different disorders of the digestive system. First disorder is the jaundice, in which liver is affected and our skin and the eyes turns yellow. Second disorder is the vomiting, in which the stomach content is ejected out through the mouth. A feeling of the nausea precedes the vomiting. Diarrhea includes the abnormal frequency of the bowel movement and increased liquidity of the fecal discharge. Constipation, it is opposite to the diarrhea. The fecal matter is retained in the colon and the bowel movements occur irregularly. Indigestion, the food is not properly digested, leading to the filling of the fullness. So like this is all about the chapter number 16, digestion and the absorption. I hope this video helps you in understanding the concept. Thank you, students.